Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to give you an update on the Dreame L40 Gen 2. I'm at my house right now. I've got to make room for the Yeti M14. So I'm going to be taking probably the L40 Gen 2 downstairs, but I'm going to do a separate video on the P10 Pro Gen 2. So how has this been doing? It's been at my house about a month. Let's take a look. Dirty water tank. It's definitely dirty. Not too many issues with this. I still haven't figured out if it's washing with hot water or not. It doesn't come with a solution tank. Oh my gosh, that dust bag is almost full. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. So it's not quite full yet, and I'll be cutting that open for the 3-month real world test. All right, let's take a look down here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to. So this is the self-washing base station. I'm going to need to clean this. It's not too bad. Let's take a look at the actual robot. I was pretty shocked. So these things are vacuuming very well. There's a little bit of clog. That's not too bad though. Things are still able to go in and out, but we might be losing a little bit of suction because whenever it's vacuuming, air can escape through that little crack. It's being held open. So that might be a little bit, I've seen worse though. That filter is really dirty. I don't want to, yeah. I need to clean it. You're supposed to clean that every 2 weeks, and I neglect that like crazy. Oh, I put the tri-cut brush on. That's right, okay. So I did upgrade to the, I forgot. This is extra. This is the generic tri-cut brush. We're getting a little bit of hair wrap around the ends. Not too bad. So, I didn't realize we got some on the rods. Not too bad, though. This is in really good shape. Side brush is in good shape. Mop pads are in good shape. Here's the data. I have very few no-go zones. And it's not getting stuck. So, hardly any no-go zones. 18 cycles. I thought it'd be more than that. Hardly getting stuck. This is sometimes me just interrupting it because it bothers us. It doesn't do a second cleaning. There is no dirt detection sensor. A global cleaning took 231 minutes. It does have to recharge a couple times. Sometimes it does neglect some rooms. Oh, I think I got no-go zones and done it. But the cleaning pattern is okay. I'm going to show you. If it's not straight, and you do see that in the carpet. It's just got a little wiggle to it, if that makes any sense. It's not perfectly straight lines. And I'm going to go have it clean one of the kids' rooms, and I'll show you how it doesn't. It does a good job of navigating and traveling. See, it's going to travel to that room now. It's doing a good job of navigating to get to that room. Here it is, traveling down the hallway to the room. I do recommend putting the setting on where it vacuums first. It will drag the mop pads on the floor, carpet. But there is a setting you can put vacuum before you mop. Now in this room, you can see the wiggle. Typically, I like to see, most robots are straight. Now, do I think this is a huge problem? I don't. I don't think it's missing too much coverage. There's just a little wiggle in it. And if we turn the lights on, we can see, but it's been doing really good. This is a really hard room with lots of obstacles in it. There's Miss Fiona. She's the one that brings all the mud in. And here it is. I've got it on the quiet setting for vacuuming. It's going to go around and do the perimeter of the room first. The side brush does spin on carpet. You can see it extended there. So it's been a joy. I have not felt like I wanted to throw it through the window. So the hassle factor has been very minimal on this. That's that tri-cut brush. It makes a little sound. Now, all robots struggle with this type of rug. Now, I say all, but this is like a thin rug. So when it goes on it, it kind of can mess it up and kind of move it. So I have had it get tangled on this quite a few times in this. But this type of rug, it's been doing fine. These rugs, they're kind of like rubber matted. the robot can go. Sometimes it does peel it up a little bit, but then it flops it back down. So this type of rug, it's been doing really well. And back here, this is a really thick rug so that when she comes through her doggy door, it grabs her dirt off of her. It even does fine on this. I think it might have got stuck once on the corner. It lifted it up or something. But it kind of goes a little slower, but it is able to vacuum this. This is really thick. The narwhal flow couldn't handle that at all. There she is. There's my dirt machine. Huh? You bringing in more dirt so we can test with the robots? Huh? We're making room for the Dreame M40. It did really well at the studio, but I got to make room. It's going to take the place. The Gen 2 is going to go downstairs. I'm so impressed with the Mova P10 Pro Gen 2. It's staying upstairs. And I've got the Curve 2. So this thing's been doing absolutely amazing. Now, with that being said, this is the other, my son's room, and it did this room earlier. Now, it looks like it's perfectly straight. There's a little bit of wiggle, not too bad though. So it did a really good job in this room. Okay, so here it is vacuuming in straight lines. There's just a hitch. I see this when it's mopping too. So it's not just when it's on carpet. Sometimes I think the carpet can bog the wheels down, but it does it on hardwood floor also. There's just a little giddy up in it, yeah. Don't know what that is, but if I had to pick, I'd get the Mova P10 Pro right now, Gen 2. Now, I did turn suction up to max. I do recommend vacuuming carpet on max. There's that little hitch. Again, it does it when it's on hardwood floor too, so it's real pronounced right there. I don't think it's a problem since the coverage, it's overlapping and it's kind of following the hitch maybe, but that was a little bit more pronounced. All right, let's take the dirty water tank. Now, I've done a video earlier. The dirty water tank is dirtier. Yeah, in the P10 Pro, it's just dirtier, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, it's very apparent that the P10 Pro Gen 2 is picking up more dirt off the floor than the L10. So, L40. That thing's gonna have to be a lot cheaper than that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get the Mova P10 Pro Gen 2. Now, I'm still working on the video. Is it going to be worth the upgrade? So far, it is, but I gotta use it for a couple more months. I've only had about 1.5 months on it. Yeah, on the Mova P10 Pro Gen 2. So look for that 3-month real world test video coming, and then I'll tell you whether I would get the P10 Pro or the Gen 2. And same with the L40. I don't recommend the L40 Gen 1. This L40 Gen 2 seems like a miss when there's such a close competitor here. So, but it did vacuum. So this may only be available in certain countries. And if the price comes down, it'll be really nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to go empty this. We got to go see this. Let's go empty this. All right, this is the L40 Gen 2. Yeah, it's cleaning, not as good as the P10 Pro. Wow, big difference. Okay, be sure and check out my website. Again, my website's going to be getting all new information. So look for the Roborock Curve 2 Flow update and 3-month review coming, and the Mova P10 Pro. Again, justadadapproved.com. If you purchase a product off of my video or off my website, the product doesn't cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. Thanks everybody for watching.